Hey family, this is your host Stan from the podcast Talking with Friends. On this episode, we have a special guest, Tony Star Smif. He is an excellent artist, performer. He's a producer. He's a songwriter. He comes up with his own plots for his videos. Lately, he's gotten into producing his own music from start to finish. He's also an entrepreneur. He's been a great friend of mine for the longest time, probably about 15 years or more. We started doing music together years ago, and it's a great pleasure for me to introduce you guys to him and to find out what he does, what he's been doing, where he's from, where you can catch him at, where his music is at. So without any further ado, this is my main man, my homie, Tony Star Smif. All right. We are starting the first episode of Talking with Friends with none other than Tony Smif.
Yeah, Tony Star Smif.
Tony Star Smif, introduce yourself to the people, man.
Well, I'm Tony Star Smif, singer, dancer, creative extraordinaire. I do a lot of different things. It's so hard to narrate, but currently I'm working on an album. I'm really focusing on it being an album. Singles is out. Singles is the thing now, but I'm really trying to turn my focus onto like what's gonna make somebody listen to an entire album in its entirety. So I've been really focusing on that and trying to not to be too hard on myself because I want to go outside the box. I want to go outside the box, but you can't go outside the box too far. But then people don't know where you at.
Exactly.
So it's like I'm trying to balance what's normal or what people into as far as sounds and textures and different things, even incorporating, I guess, like autotune, which I never use like on my main voice, but I use it on my backgrounds because people want to hear that sound.
Yeah, very true.
And I can't just do what I want to do and expect it to pop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I gotta like follow like the guidelines.
True.
You know, it's certain guidelines. Even people say music, all the music sound the same. If you go back in the day, a lot of music sound the same throughout time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it was hits, and then it was another song that sound kind of like that. The producers, everything was kind of like the same.
Yeah.
You know, it was different back in the day, but it be a sound for the time. You got to be in that sound a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know, or you just not gonna be accepted.
That's
you
right.
know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson was creative, but he still was like, Quincy was like, nah, bro, because you know, man. So yeah, you just can't do whatever you want to do.
That's true.
You have to think strategically, because you're selling a product to people, not to yourself.
Which is crazy, but you know, it's crazy, but we got to do it. How did your journey in music and dance start? Like, what was a specific moment or influence that made you pursue these passions, both of those passions?
Singing has just always been something I did. Started out singing in church like most people.
Yeah.
To the hallways of Azega Middle School, had little groups, and you know, it's just something natural for me to do. My dancing kind of came along a little later, and has really taken on a life of its own. It's like it's easier to dance than to sing because I don't really need the microphone to do that. I just go present myself. So it's been easier for me to present that talent versus me presenting my singing talent because I gotta like really get permission to sing. Or I can stand on the corner, but we don't. This ain't New York or LA. This Virginia. So
right, exactly.
The permission is when I go in the music playing, I dance, and people see that. But anybody like, can I get on the mic?
Right.
Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you said probably like church.
Yeah, church.
Singing.
Church got me singing, and then I just kept going.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. So, as a entrepreneur, also singer and dancer, how do you balance all those passions, the business, and also dancing, singing, songwriting? Because there's got to be like a juggle. How do you do it?
I haven't figured it out yet, and I'm working on that now. Running back, what you saying?
So, like, let's say your business that you have. Matter of fact, give people the name of your business that you have.
Oh, the Piracy Group, Piracy Aroma. Oh yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Balancing is difficult because I got to make my money.
Right.
When I'm out in LA, I work all day, every day, grinding. So it's hard for me to balance it. It just depends on where I'm at.
Yeah.
So when I'm home in Virginia, I have more time to work on my music. So when I'm here, I'm making beats, I'm writing and doing all this stuff because I know when I get to LA, I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
If it ain't already ready,
right,
then it's just taking too much of my time.
That makes sense. So you can create the cookies here, but when you go to LA, you
gotta sell the cookies.
Sell them cookies. Okay, that makes sense.
I can't go there and create the cookies.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't got enough money to do that.
True.
Like,
very true.
I need to. That's one thing I learned. Going there, trying to like produce a whole project. I need to go there with the project.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
And sell it to them. And then create it out here where I'm comfortable in my home environment. I know which studios. I know different people, and I'm more comfortable here at home as far as like writing my music.
That's cool to have to not even know that was the structure that was gonna exist. But now it's like, okay, when you come here, you're gonna cook up. When you go there, you're gonna sell it.
Yeah.
It's amazing to even know that exists now. Now that you got that frame down, you won't try to overdo it when you go to LA and be like, okay, I'm gonna write, produce, and put the project out when I'm here.
Yeah, it running me in a mental prison.
I could imagine.
Really, yeah.
And then on top of that, the pace is probably different out there compared to Virginia. The speed of things.
It definitely is, but like my instant business takes an extreme amount of time.
Okay.
I walk all day. I'm all over the city. I'm known all over the entirety of Los Angeles.
Right. Exactly. I can imagine.
The hair is a thing. I got paparazzi.
Right.
Photographing me like on a regular basis. So yeah, it's cool.
That's what's up, man. Seems like you like it too, man. That's cool, man. You're a superstar, man. You're a superstar, man. Superstar.
It's fun and it's not.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't like when people come up to me and they like, do you remember me? I'm like, Lord. People get upset because I notice traveling back and forth. Like, I see people that look like people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, is that somebody I know from somewhere, or did I just meet them here? These faces just kind of like blending from coast to coast to me, and it's kind of like difficult. And also, when people pour on hardcore admiration for you, like some people love that, but me, I like it. We don't like it, but it's kind of unnerving for me because I don't really know how to respond.
That's true. Yeah.
Like with somebody like screaming and like really showing you a poured out. Thank you don't even seem like enough. Like what about how I'm supposed to do? What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you're so excited, and it's cool, but I'm nervous.
Right. Yeah, because you think about when you remember when Mike used to hit the scene, man, and people used to be like passing out crying. He'd be standing by like, hey, like, what am I supposed to do with that energy? The only thing I can do is just be as great as I can be up there on that stage. I don't know what to do with you falling out and crying like that. I can't do nothing with that but wave, smile, maybe give you an autograph. And so I can imagine you don't know what to do with that. It's like, I can only do what I'm doing. But anything else other than that, it's gonna be weird. Definitely gonna be weird. What inspires your songwriting process?
Real life.
Yeah.
All my songs are about different females and different relationships. Very few of my songs are like made up.
Yeah.
Like even you haters is like really me telling you about what happens when I was going to Royal Blue. That was like cover charge, what line wrapped around the building, just walk up. Like search me maybe. Like people don't even touch me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just telling you the real story. So all my stuff is real. I don't really have any fantasy songs. or it might only kind of fantasy song like if I'm not in love and I have a longing, but it's still like a real feeling and emotion. And that's one of the reasons I do feel being in a relationship is very difficult for me because my emotions and how I'm feeling is out in music.
Yeah, I hear you.
And it's it's so vulnerable. Yeah. I feel so vulnerable in a relationship. You know.
That's I guess that's a double-edged sword when it comes to an artist, songwriter, and then a regular human being that wants to have a relationship with a female. Yeah. Like this could go either way. You could definitely end up about 3 songs on the album, 4 songs on the album, or it could be solid. But 9 times out of 10, it's gonna turn into ammunition for about 3 or 4 songs on the album. And there ain't nothing that you can do about it or nothing I can do about it. You know? Yeah. It's just gonna be.
I learned not to let people take my music from me. And we was talking about All I Know earlier. Yeah. And that is a really personal song that I wrote for my girlfriend at the time. Yeah. Really laying out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Right, like All I Know, I'm talking about marriage and everything in the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Who knows? Walking around to a settle down. Let's get married. Man. Like I'm pouring out my feelings, and I'm like, you know that song? You know I was talking to you like that? Oh no.
That was so early on too, man. Good gracious, man.
And after I broke up with her, I stopped singing the song, and people would come up to me like a lot of people like All I Know. And they'd be like, yo, sing this song. I'm like, I don't want to sing because it's bringing up bad memories.
Exactly.
And I'm like, this is my song.
Right, exactly.
You can't leave me and take the song. The song is not yours.
Right, exactly, right.
So I kind of broke myself away from that.
Okay.
From that mentality, like, I'm just like, this is, if you were a muse in my life, and like, I use you to create, you can't take the music with you. I'm not going to feel guilty or feel any type of way about performing the song now that we not together.
Oh man, that's a process in itself to go through to be like, look, I got to separate the two because I still got fans of these songs, of these pieces of art that I created. It might contain some pieces of you, but I can't allow for me to be like, nah, I'm not going to perform it because it makes me think about you. Nah, that type of power over my art. No,
exactly, yo. Like, dang, yo.
You don't get that. You leave and that's it. That's it. How does you wear multiple hats? You wear the business owner hat, your singer hat, your songwriting hat. With all of those, how are you able to handle your regular day-to-day life? Like when you're doing the business, your business, the Piracy Group, Incense, then you got your music, song after song after song that you've done, whether it be I produced it or you've dealt with somebody else or you produce your own. How is it that you learn how to manage that, how to separate it? Because even with everything that I do, sometimes I gotta stop doing the music to do something new like the podcast, or stop doing both of those and do something that has nothing to do with either one of them.
Well, I think I developed my life around my goals.
Okay.
I feel very blessed how I flying back and forth. I'm not going to October, but I could. Like I just here, there. So my life is very free. I base everything around, I don't want to sound selfish, but around my ideas and goals of what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't never really not be Tony Star Smith.
Yeah. Okay.
So like whenever I'm out, I'm always quasi in character. So it's just like when I be around my peoples, it's very few sides of me that's not really my artist side. Like I'm immersed in my identity as an artist. So I don't really have that type of mentality. I do often want to be regular.
Okay.
I do often want to be regular, and I be thinking about how like people just have these regular thoughts, you know, and I just really wish I just wanted to have a 9-to-5 job and just do all these different things. And when I walk in the grocery store, nobody recognize me, and I mean, sometimes it can be weird in these different instances. People like, yo, man,
there you go.
And it can be very intense. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like I do with my grandma, and she don't get it. I might not necessarily want to immerse my whole time into what's going on with them, or I might not even know them like that. And then people are like, hey, and then she start getting the conversation with them, like, I'm trying to escape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the energy, but I'm trying to find pancake mix right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So, tell people the name, man. I know you as many different names, but tell them the name and give them also like how everything came together with the name. Because for years I thought your real name was what it was, and you was like, "No, my name ain't my real name." I was like, "Wait, what?" After all these years, I thought it was this. So give people some setup of how the name came about.
We getting deep now,
right?
Okay, I don't want to talk about this too much, but okay. But I was a twin.
Okay.
And my twin died.
I got you.
So Tony was always my name that I made up for my brother.
Okay.
And it kind of took on its own life in a certain type of way.
Okay.
And it's kind of like how I share my connection with my brother.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so
I got you.
So I was going by Tony Smith, and then when I met Jet Set, and when I met Jet Set, he said I was a star, and he was like, "Your name is and forever on." He reproduced that, financially. He produced it, and he got it on the microphone, and he just started talking.
Yeah, he did.
And he was like, "Tony Star Smith."
Like he reintroduced you.
Like, yeah, and he was like, "All right, that's your name." And that's what my name is, Tony Star Smith. And the reason it's like that is because he said people will try to take the star from me if I make it 3 words.
Wow, yeah.
They'll call me Tony, or they'll call me Tony Smith. But you gotta say at least Tony Star Smith is the last name.
Yeah.
So you gotta at least say Tony Star. He's like, put it together because people will purposely not say star. And also, it was a long time, not a long time, but I didn't name myself Star.
Okay.
It was given to me.
Okay.
So I would never name myself Tony Star Smith. That's kind of like doing too much to me. But somebody gave me that title.
Okay.
So it's I honor it, and R.I.P. Jet Set passed away. And I'm Tony Star Smith now. He said, "Don't let nobody never take the star from you."
That's what's up, man. That's so much in that saying, man. Wow, man. So we're gonna go from that to something else. That way we won't dwell on that. But I appreciate you for sharing that. As far as your background in dance and your influence in music, do the two ever interact when you create and perform? I know the answer to this because I've seen you, but you tell people. Do they ever interact?
They definitely interact, but I'm working on my dancing is so what everybody know me for, and it's so big.
Right.
The expectations of what I'm gonna do on stage, it's always on a Chris Brown, Michael Jackson type level. That's what they expect from me. And sometimes if I don't deliver it, I think sometimes people feel like they didn't get the show they came for.
Okay.
So I have been working on incorporating more choreography and different stuff into my dance, because people see me, they just expect that. They just expect that. So I've been working on bridging that, and that's been one of my issues with me making beats and just trying to like figure out what my style is and how I'm gonna incorporate that into my music. They gotta be danceable and all these different things. So I've been working on really joining the two together.
Yeah.
They have kind of like slightly separate lives now, because mostly like a lot of them is like Perfect Phenomenon. I ain't too much dancing that, but I used to go crazy on Call Me.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
So it just depends. It just depends.
That makes sense, man. Because I've seen you going from The Good Terms, which is the relatively new song, compared to something like Nuclear Motion. And
that was a whole choreography.
You know what I'm saying? That was a whole thing. And I remember Call Me had a whole step to it. And, to see you go into your crooner stage, kind of like, you really don't have to moonwalk. Because people can go back and watch and see you do, oh, he did that. Oh, wait, I remember when he did that. You ain't really gotta moonwalk every time you perform, every time they see you perform, because it's like, yo, don't forget that dude can pull whatever he wants out of his head, whatever he wants to do it. Like, I remember seeing for the first time when you were on, what was the show that was on BET and you came out?
Planet Groove.
Man, you came out, I was like, wait,
when
what?
I came out of Suitcase.
Yeah, man, tell the people about that, man.
So, one of my all-time favorite movies is Weekend at Bernie's.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie has been watched hundreds of times by me and all my friends. Like, we used to come over and I put the tape on, Weekend at Bernie's and Super Ninja.
Okay.
And I was living in Florida, and it just hit me. I was like, my people's flexing you who taught me about Bruck Up before I met Bruck Up.
Okay.
I was like, zip me up in the suitcase. I want to see, can I get in it? Right. But it came from me Weekend at Bernie's to Weekend at Bernie's Part 2.
Yeah.
You gotta play the music in order for them to walk. They animated. You seen that movie?
I haven't seen that Jack in years.
And they messed up the jump. They used a pigeon instead of a chicken. And he could only walk with the music playing. So that's a musical connection to it.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So that's where it came from. So I got in a suitcase and zipped myself up, and yeah, that was a big thing. And can I get in a suitcase now? We'll try that another day, but we're not doing it like right now. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely not with his hair.
Exactly, right.
But yeah, coming out of suitcase on BT is definitely one of my moments.
That was pretty dope. The first time I saw that, I was like, yo, that's dude that comes to the house. And then I was living in Chesapeake then. And when I saw that, I was like, what? I was like, he really be doing it, man. Like, really be doing it. And, you know, when I see something like that, and I have somebody like that in my circle, and I'm like, yo, knowing that you've been to the BET stage, like whether you have a hit that's spinning on BET all the time, or just being that you went to the mountaintop. It's like, yo, what it'll make me do is, as a producer, because I remember we used to go to Stickman Studio out in Virginia Beach. What was his name? Used to go to his studio a lot.
Mari. Yeah, I still deal with Marty.
Yeah, and the first time we went, he was like, yo, you got the song like sequenced up. And I'm like, what? And it kind of threw me, but it also taught me like, yo, learn how to sequence your music. So knowing that you were already on the BET level, I was like, yo, you got to come up to that level. You can't just present a beat with no drops or nothing in it. It made me come up to that level. So knowing that you've been to that mountaintop that was BET, I was like, oh no.
That was the best of.
Yeah.
When they went out the show, I always feel good about that. They used that clip and said, this is one of our. They said one of them, but they only showed that one.
Right.
So this is their favorite moment,
right.
And that was the favorite moment, and that was cool. I really loved that.
Tell the people about the other moments where you've gone to the mountaintop, video wise or BET wise.
One of my major connections when I was working with Andre 3000.
Right.
We was this close. We talked for a long time about nothing too deep, but we was just chilling. I remember, you probably definitely remember me. We was in there getting our makeup done for like an hour.
Right.
And I got the job. When I got the job, it was just like something I had to do. I had to do it, and I went to nail the audition. And they shot the video way out in the mountains because they had live tigers and all those animals was there. Okay.
That's crazy.
So they shot it out way out in the desert, and I had to get dropped off. So my girlfriend drove me an hour out into the middle of the desert and dropped me off.
Really?
Because I'm gonna get home. Somebody going to LA.
Exactly.
Somebody going to LA.
Get there.
So actually the little people, I want to. You can't hardly say stuff.
Right, exactly.
The short guy that was in the video.
Okay.
He gave me a ride back to LA.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I got dropped off. I didn't know how I was gonna get back, and I was like, yeah, I'm going out here doing this. I learned a lot in that video. You got to be in place. Nobody ain't gonna come looking for you.
True. Very true.
I never did anything of that caliber. I never been in a camera so expensive before.
Yeah.
Cause I'm fighting the people.
Right. True.
They was like, get closer.
Right.
I'm this close already. Do you understand me?
Yeah, exactly.
But the camera is there. In the visual, it's like I'm way back there. I wasn't way back there, bro. Right. It's the camera, but I didn't know that the camera could do that. And then I get closer. And I'm like, I'm close. Instead of just doing what I'm being told, I'm doing what I think is what I think. And they're telling me to get closer, but I didn't know. I hadn't had no experience with a camera that defined before. And I was also like, turn up the music, because I didn't know the song. The song wasn't out yet, and it was like, if you turn up the music, it's gonna start with the elephant. So I was basically dancing with low music, trying to kill it.
Yeah.
And I was nervous because they was like, start with the elephant. He was touching me with his trunk and
that's crazy.
Doing all that stuff. So after I did that, I thought I was good. So I went back to my trailer. I had my own trailer with my name on the door, everything. And I was in there. And then I finally came back to the stage. I was like, where was you at? That's why I'm not in the video more. Because I would have been in stuff, but they won't come looking for me. They were busy. They're dealing with Andre and Big Boy. Like, I'm important, but I ain't really important. You know what I'm saying?
They was white hot at that time.
Yeah, so that was a learning lesson. Be in place. Nobody not gonna always come and looking for you. And don't never feel like you're done. Cause I danced with the elephant, bro. I thought I was done. I'm done. You can't tell me nothing. Ain't nobody danced with no elephant and all that stuff before. Nobody never done that I know.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I went back to my trailer. I was like, shoot.
I'm done.
I'm done. But I should have been in place. And I would have been in the video more.
Okay. So that was that the whole world, the video?
Yeah, the whole world. And that's also the official first time me being Tony Starr Smith, because my original name was Rubberman. Gotcha. No, that's before Star.
Okay.
So I was my official appearance as Tony Smith. Period. Gotcha. Is in the Outkast video. I changed my name. That's when I became Tony Smith. That's when I cut my hair. My hair was short. Remember, I cut it, and I had this whole new identity type thing going on. They wanted me to dress like a clown. I've always been a diva. I'm gonna do what you want me to do, but I'm not.
Right? Exactly.
I'm just not. So
exactly. I'm just not.
Yeah. They wanted me dressed like a clown, and I'm like, no. It's a circus, but
right. Even then, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Because I had spent all night bleaching out those pants. The outfit I had on, I made that. Okay. And that's where my suspender scraps came from that I be wearing. Yeah. I still got those. The original, I still have them. And I was like, no, because I'm in my mind, I'm literally presenting Tony Smith right now. Okay. Right. And this is like me presenting Tony Smith with this my look, this everything. Is the new, not Rubberman, this Tony Starr Smith, and I gotta wear what Tony Starr Smith wearing.
That's cool.
So really it was Tony Starr Smith, Big Boy, Andre in the jump. Because I don't think none of the other people had no name. Exactly. Right. I'm the only other artist in the jump. So yeah. Working with Malice. Okay. Working slightly with Pharrell. I ain't gonna make it seem like I'm work with them, but yeah, I have some working with Pharrell, and I've had a lot of great opportunities. Meeting Bruck Up, one of the kings of dancehall. Okay. That's like my homie. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm actually the first. I consider myself the first flexer, because flexing is a combination of like the Bruck Up style and hip hop, but nobody wasn't getting in those suitcase. Like all that stuff is early flexing type stuff, contortion type stuff, and I brought that to LA. The whole Bruck Up style, nobody wasn't doing it here or in LA. They was doing it in New York, and in Jamaica. But as far as like pioneering, pushing that out, I really feel like I'm like one of the first flex dancers. I don't really consider myself a flex dancer, but I feel like I'm a pioneer of what became the flexing, because they do all the different stuff, and you know. Yeah, hold up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Show it to them.
All that different stuff. Get off.
Right. So with that being said, man, as much as you want to be Clark Kent and have an ordinary job or do things an ordinary way, it's in your DNA to go against that. You couldn't just be like, okay, everybody's doing songs like this, I'm gonna do songs like this. Everybody's dancing like this, I'm gonna dance like this. Everybody's conducting themselves a certain way like this, I'm gonna conduct. It seems to be in your DNA to just be outside of the box.
Yeah.
Like, some people are not like that. They're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do everything that's inside the box. But this seems to be in your DNA, man, to just do it a whole nother way and to have people have to catch up with what you're doing.
Bro, I got #1 videos in Virginia for any underground artist. Nobody don't even got locations like me.
Yeah.
For even you haters, I had an entire 2-story club.
Man.
The owner gave me the keys and left.
That's crazy.
And left me with 1 security guard. That's trust.
crazy.
Okay.
Exactly.
Purple Phenomenon, I had a whole entire restaurant. Everybody in there was my extras.
Oh, man.
Those people bought food and made a scene. Those all my extras. Purple Phenomenon. I built the set for the Good Turns. I got a whole restaurant, bar, joint in California from the last video.
That's crazy.
So, like, all my locations is like top notch. I don't really think nobody messing with me location wise. Like, and it's also a thing. Anytime I do a video, I gotta have like control. People go in these places and do these renegade jump, come in the club, pay the jump, do a song. Like, no, I need everybody here on my page. If you're not on my page, you can please leave.
Yo, that's pretty dope though, man, to have people align themselves with the vision though. Cause you know, nowadays, or any other time, people will fight against the vision. But to have people to see it and know that this dude is special, let's align ourselves with the mission. Like you just said, like they come in and just toss you the keys, or people are in the restaurant and they don't evacuate. They said, well, let's set the scene because this is a video for the dude. Yeah. And they you know, because some people, we look at that and we like, I don't know who that dude is. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to eat my food, or I go where I want to go in the restaurant.
Yeah, I need the whole restaurant closed on the off day when y'all not even open. Like, I need,
And that's dope how they just gather around it, because you don't get that from everybody. Some people like
Personal Holiday had the whole club too.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
People be doing videos. I ain't down on nobody's stuff or whatever. People be doing videos in parking lots. And all this different stuff, and it's cool. A lot of stuff is alright, but I try to come with a storyline, and I need the control of the environment, complete control of the environment, so it can go the way I want it to.
Yeah, that makes sense, bro. Very much sense. One more question for you, and then we're gonna have you give me your tags and everything and tell people where to find your music. Overcoming challenges. Being both an artist, a business owner, and a songwriter. What are some of the biggest obstacles that you faced in each area, and how did you overcome it?
Wow. I can't really say I've really overcome, but I'm a work in progress.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm growing to understand myself, and also see what I can do and what I can't do. Yeah, you know, and absolutely. I'm not the type of person that's afraid of a challenge or something that's seem impossible. Right. Things I do see so impossible. Right. But I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get it done. Whatever I can't get done, I tried my best.
True.
So I guess at the end of the day, the answer of some of all that is always about trying my best and putting my best foot forward, and just knowing that it's gonna work out.
Yeah, man.
God, it's either gonna be in the plan or not in the plan. But if you don't do everything you can for the plan, then who are you gonna blame?
That's true.
So after I did everything I need to do, or everything I'm trying to do, and I can't do no more, I'm working with that. Example, the last video I did, For Our Love, a lot of people were supposed to come. So many people. 2 people came. The 2 girls in the video came. I had some behind the scene people doing stuff for me, and then the main girl. But I was like, I had that entire. That's a upscale restaurant downtown Los Angeles. Like, I'm sorry, ain't no black person just getting no spot like that.
Nah, not even close. Not even close.
You know what I'm saying? On 7th, like downtown across from Macy's. You can't get there. So I'm like, oh man, I'm really hoping my people will come out and support me. And they didn't. And I feel some type of way about it still a little bit.
Right.
But God made sure that I had just enough to make it happen. Because if I just had one girl, it would have been awkward.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah, but I had one on each side. So it balanced it. He sent me just the bare minimum.
Yeah.
The girl came through. I fired the other girl actually and found her last minute.
Okay.
And we were just perfect chemistry, everything. With me and Shorty. She's gonna be back for some other videos actually. Because the things I'm doing is a storyline. So actually she might be flying to Virginia. I'm thinking out some stuff, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's my love interest moving forward. Until we break up in a song.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I'm proud of you, man. We started out, I think we met at my cousin's Mark house.
Yeah.
And from there, we just started like working together. You would come to the house. I'd never been in an actual recording studio. Rolling with you, I've been in some joints that was like, I don't know, but then we've also been to like Master Sound, and I was like, bro, I've never been nowhere like that before.
People want to go a place like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy, man. I was like, yo, man, I've really made some moves with you, man. And for everything that you have encountered, I know you lost your mom. I lost my mom as well. That is not an easy hurdle to get past. You don't get past that in a week. But to see that you're still doing it, you're still creating, still producing, still, getting out there, moving around. I applaud you for that, man. And
thank you.
Yeah, if anybody's a fan, man, I still be looking at dude still doing it, man. Like, how old is Tony, man? like 18 years old, man.
we age a little slow.
Very true, man.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, man. Tell the people where they can find your music and your videos, man.
I try to keep it simple. Everything is Tony Star Smif. That's TonyStarSmif, because I had to be different. No TH. Okay, that's gonna pull up some other person. That's another Tony. So everything is under the same name. I also have the Piracy Group. It's also another branch. That's my company name, and Tony Star Smif is my artist name. I just try to keep it simple. All my platforms are the same, because that can get confusing.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, Tony Star Smif 1.70. Like, dang, somebody got me already. I gotta buy my own name.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, bless.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Second one in person. Well, first one in person that I did, man. I appreciate you. And like I said, man, I wasn't gonna do nothing like this and not include where I came from. Like, I wouldn't have become the person that I am musically without going from.
We grew together, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Sample beats that sound like something that the Woo would do or Primo would do. And then you coming in and being somebody that would dance. So now I gotta use different drums. I can't use the dirty drums. I gotta use a cleaner drum, because for a cleaner drum, it's got more movement to the beat. So I appreciate you, man, for doing that, man. I mean, I was listening to some of the old stuff the other day, track-wise. I was like, yo, we was killing it. Like, how was I doing that, man?
How was that? It's really just gonna take the right person to see me, to invest in me, because I really do feel like I have a lot of the pieces of the puzzle, and I already got a lot of things worked out already. I just need somebody to come team with me with some money, and say, yo, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a hard worker. Like, I'm not even like, you'll go to sleep before I go to sleep. Like I'm up. I just had an idea. Wake up. What? Just next to the computer. Yeah, man. Tap the key right there. All right, I'm saying right now. You ready?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's all good. I can't wait to expand my studio, in-home studio, and all that.
Yeah, man. It's gonna happen, man. I appreciate you, man. And this has been a live, in-person episode of Talking with Friends. This is my longtime friend. I don't even know how long we've known each other. Tony Star Smif.
Too long to be telling our age.
I know, right?
Move forward.
Tony Star Smif. This is Talking with Friends, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And if you can take anything away from this episode, know that there will be adversities, trials, setbacks, but never stop creating and never stop aiming to do the best that you can do. Once again, this is your host, Stan from Talking with Friends. My friend, my homie, my family, Tony Starr Smith. You guys have a great day. Ooh, ooh!